game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the ball! On the ball! On the ball! On the ball!
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Foles. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Jaguars.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Easy. It's on one. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the block. Hey, shoot.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
What you got, Abby? Give me something.
On 3rd down, Fournette. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
On the ready. Mike spoke forward. Here we go. Recon, 132 fighter.
On 1st down, Freeman. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on.
Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
Ready, break.
44, Mike,
45, 5.
Big stop, let's go. 44 is the Mike.
Big grip.
Off the play fake. Freeman. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, Freeman. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. If you put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
He's mine.
On 1st and 10, Freeman. Complete, it's Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Let's go now. 30 base.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Get ready.
Ready, set.
44 is the Mike.
Greystone, travel.
No.
Hey. High set, let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Freeman. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a Raider touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Walsh adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Foles. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
We got to step it up. Under 10, under 10, 10.
General West. Mike 50.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike's 50. Mike's
5.
Operating from the gun, Freeman. And he'll find Moreau here. Burst by him near the 35. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 23. Looking to throw. Freeman. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 50. Smooth. Get.
Off play action. Freeman. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Watch the eye.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Fournette. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On first down, Freeman. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go. Ready? Get the ball.
Check.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Get that ball.
Foles throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The spot, but it's not a very... They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down, and the Raider D, they get the football back. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Hey, foxtrot. Hey.
Check.
61, matchbox lights.
Any day.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Freeman. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Look at me. Zipper. Don't be scared of it.
44.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Freeman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? You can see the lost yardage about to develop.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Let's go. Do it.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point try now for Walsh. And it is now 21-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitch...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's
and now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Jags grab it. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Jaguars 7.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Off the play fake, Freeman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. On the double.
Hey, you got Mike 50, huh? Check pass. Jim. Slam.
On the ball. Get it.
Throwing on first down. Freeman. He's going to go up top. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Watch the run.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Jacksonville.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Check 56. So we got man.
Here we go.
Again, it's Fournette.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
59 Mike. Check, 59. 6 man. Check curls. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Here we go, D. Here I come.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on fourth down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check. Joker. Watch twist. 56. 56, right there. 56. Here we go. Check 50. 56.
To throw again on second down. Foles. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get a score closer. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Back to throw. Freeman looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Looking to throw. Freeman. Catch made. It's Moreau. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
218, chop it.
On first down, Freeman. Short throw underneath to Hurst.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
We got to get to the ball.
Recon, 152 fighter.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Ready.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's second down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up second and 7 at the 33-yard line.
On second and 7, Foles. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
The offense on third down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They're going to look to throw. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Foles now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brady. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A quick throw finding Lee out wide. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On 2nd and 12, Foles is going to find his running back. It's complete.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Charlie. Let me know right now. You better break. Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack on first down, Foles. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Oakland, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew,